Hi everyone, I'm Jonathan. I'm speaking for the negative on the resolution that the United States federal government should increase one of its sources or develop the moon in one of the areas of either water energy, or minerals. I'm attacking Malloy's uh, definition on develop. He mentions develop as to make source readily available. I feel that's a topical issue because it doesn't really speaks for the resolution. I feel that a better definition for that would be to bring out the possibilities of or bring to more advanced, effective, or usable state. I feel that the violation in this is that he's neglecting the process and the cost that it'll take to explore the moon. Standard for this, I feel that it should be acknowledge the process, and to see if it's even possible possible that there's even water on the moon. His plan was to develop water from Earth's moon, and his purpose was to sustain life and produce energy for water. He claims that there's limited supply of water, there's limited fresh water, population growth affecting our water, and then he says that by doing this, it will solve it because there's plenty of water on the moon. I feel that these are incorrect claims. I feel that some better claims are, or some things that go against his claims are that there's other forms of energy, because he does mention in his purpose that to sustain life and produce energy from water. There's actually, my sub-point A points out that wind is another form of retaining energy. And then also my sub-point B mentions sun for energy. So we don't need water. We shouldn't be going to the moon. I have some sources on here that I have is for my sub-point A is harnessing the wind is one of the cleanest, most sustainable ways to generate electricity. Wind power produces no toxic emissions and none of the heat-trapping emissions that contribute to global warming. And then for sub-point B, electricity from the sun. Quick quote, changes sunlight directly to electricity using solar cells. Every day light hits your roof solar panels with photons, blah blah blah, creating electricity. So I feel that that's not an issue as he claims to be. Attacking his second issue, limited fresh water. Well, there's obviously plenty of water. Earth is made out of 75% or 90 or something like that water. There are oceans. Water could be desaline. From my sub-point A, the source here, it says desalinization dissolves salts from seawater or brines and converted it into potable water, meaning consumable water. Two classes of desalinization, thermal or distillation process. So this is a proof that that desalinization water can be consumable. And then sub-point B, seawater can be used for farming, showing that with this water we could still farm and create jobs, because he also mentions that we'll start losing jobs or something like that. But on here, one of my proofs says that seawater farming addresses the severe lack of fresh water and undesirable soil conditions for agricultural activities in coastal regions. Saltwater instead of fresh water can be used to directly support a wide range of sustainable agricultural activities and enrich the soils in the coastal regions. Attacking his third claim, population growth affecting water. In the United States, it's been shown that there's actually been birth declines. My sub-point A is birth decline in U.S. According to the figures recently released by the U.S. Census Bureau, population growth is crashing during the last year. It was a depressed 0.71% or barely 2.3 million people. This is the slowest growth since the Great Depression. two factors are slowing our population growth. One is that the baby boom population bubble is starting to deflate. And then subpoint B, Caucasians' highest rate. Birth death amongst Caucasian at high. Between July 2011 and July 2012, an estimated 12,400 more white Americans died than were born, says demographer Kenneth Johnson of the University of New Hampshire Carsey's Institute. So that proves his claim wrong. And then his solvency, plenty of water on the moon. I found out that there's no water on the moon. That the white layers that were seen by the cameras of whatever got sent up there were actually rocks or something like that. I'll read from right here. It says, from my source, it says, reflective ice in the Shackleton crater is in fact more likely to be white rock. In 2009, NASA launched the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter designed to map the moon's surface in even more detail and carrying several instruments that might be able to detect ice. So I feel that the disadvantage to this is the cost of funding space programs. It's going to be it's pretty big. The numbers on here is it costs $280 million just to create a space shuttle to go to the moon. The U.S. is already in debt. We'll become more in debt by trying to explore other areas. We should be exploring planet Earth instead. There's like places we still haven't even explored here on planet Earth. I feel that the impact on this is it's going to cut out money from our education systems. There's already too many cuts on our education system, and we don't need this to be affecting it as well. So there you have it.